We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Tennessee Titans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Levis going to the air right away. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Titans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Traylon Burks, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They go play action. Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Nwangu now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Levis's throw is on target to Burks. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35.
16 yards. That's another Tennessee Titan.
Levis looking to move him around a bit.
35-yard line.
Henry up the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off the play fake, Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Titans nothing.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Levis to throw off play action. Down there, it's taken in for the Titans touchdown. Chigakakro, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job on the big fellas up front.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mayfield now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. DJ Wadham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. In motion left goes Burks. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
9-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
This is taken at about the 14. There he goes, left side. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
He's got him in, complete. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Titans 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Let's go. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here and try to tie this football game. Meanwhile, Levis is that's taken in by Okonkwo. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. First and 10. Here's Levis. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's second and 10. Levis looking to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw it again with Levis. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Joseph Charlton now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And they're going to speed things up here. In motion right goes Adams.
At the 28-yard line.
Second down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just... And
he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage, but certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Carlson able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Mayfield on play action. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Run.
The slot man in motion right. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. Down the right sideline. He's on his way. will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. What a run. 79 yards on the punt return. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Raiders 31, Titans 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Levis to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Levis throwing for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Titans 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Mustang 19. Let go.
Play action now. Levis. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
19 Lion.
Levis back to throw. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready.
In motion right, that's Burks.
19 tight. Cup 19. Ready.
1st and 10, it's Levis. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Henry running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
60 Maverick. Go.
Levis on 3rd down. Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. He's on his way. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 45, Titans 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Levis. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Levis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
There's a handoff to Jacobs. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Raiders continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
31-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A handoff, running left, Henry. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He may go. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Real.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 27-yard line. Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
On the jump.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.